I've got a
And
feeling that you're going to deflect some of these questions actually, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to stick to what I normally do. Did you find, I mean, you're 65, right?
yeah,
So, I hope you have many, many more years with us, Will. But, maybe closer to the end than to the beginning. Do
yeah.
you, did Was that on your mind when you started writing these books?
Um, I think it's quite good to get your life down a bit so your kids can read it and have a listen, listen to it or whatever on Audible, do whatever, and like think, oh yeah, that's what my dad was, went through. That's kind of good.
Yeah.
Um, but it wasn't particularly on the forefront of my mind. It was more, uh, this is a creative outlet that I've got now that I haven't got in the Bunnymen.
Okay. But you still, I mean, you
And I
still,
sidelined on the Bunnymen. I'm kind of like, you know, I don't contribute to the songwriting anymore. Um, I'm just the guitarist. You know,
how does that make you feel?
shit.
Well,
But
why
at
do you
the
do
same
something about
time,
it?
I can't do anything about it. I mean, like, yeah, that's the way it is. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, but they're your
Been
band.
like that last few records.
Yeah, but they're your band.
I know, but you
Well,
haven't got a singer like our singer. You know what I mean?
yeah. The problem with Ian McCulloch is that he's Ian McCulloch and he sings like a fucking
Yeah,
angel. But I imagine that everything else is a bit tricky.
yeah, it can be. But you can kind of. It's like I suppose um, I can sort of just tuck it all away and just get on with it.
But
You know,
when did that get to that
I
point
can't be
though?
bothered.
Well,
What?
well, when did that get to that point? Like, because you were always the sort of
It just kind of drifted in slowly, and I kind of like, you know,
would
I
you
don't
would,
know really. There's no one really, sort of in my corner. If you know what I mean, sort of, because he's too aggressive and too, don't know. It's just a weird one.
I'm
I
not.
can't explain it myself. I don't like it, but I can't explain it. And the other thing is, I'm not really sure I want it anyway anymore. You know what I mean?
Do you have songs in your head though?
I've 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 done loads of tunes and sort of submitted them in and all that, and they just get ignored.
Would you form
I,
another?
I sent
Would
a
you
load
form
of them
another
over.
band?
What?
Would you form another band?
It's too old, and it's 65. It's a bit,
Fuck
you know.
off! He's 65. You're just getting started.
No, it's well, it did, and I started that thing with Les Poltergeist,
Yeah,
and like we played in Bristol. There was 8 people there.
yeah, but the music industry's on its arse, isn't it? There is that.
That was
I
10,
think
15
I think
years
if you
ago.
went, I think if you went out as Will Sargent, I think people would come and see you play.
Yeah, but I can't do anything. What can I do? I can just make noises and
Yeah, but they're good noise. They're good. They're good noises. They are good noises. No, there's that thing like Johnny Marr goes out, doesn't he? Johnny Marr, and he doesn't sing everything. I don't.
Johnny
I
Marr
don't
can
think.
sing. He can sing, can't he, Johnny Marr? So he's got like he's the front man kind of thing.
Right.
I'm not really not cut that way.
Do you
It's
sing in the
just
shower?
never. The shampoo would crawl back in the bottle.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you say that about doing, like people not turning up, but there's been so much love about these two books. I mean, that must make you think people value what you have to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it's that side of it's great, and I understand all that. But just I don't know. I don't know whether it could be. It's just such a lot of work to create a band and start a band, and you know do all the press, and there wouldn't be any. Who's the fuck's interested? Nobody really. Bunnymen fans, but like only like the sort of obsessed Bunnymen fans, or the ones that really dig deep into it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like yourself, or the people that buy me Glide records.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's you know it's not going to sustain a career or sustain a kind of income. Forget it.
yeah. Also,
Like and the Bunnymen does create like an income for me. You know what I mean?
Do you want me
So it's
to?
like you're saying, give it all up, start a new band for no, and do,
No,
when you,
I'm not
yeah, when you're
necessarily
not like,
saying.
I'm not that young. Let's go, kind of, go ahead and go get it anymore. I'm like 65 and I've kind of like been battered to death with it all. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, you know,
I'm
the
not.
live thing keeps me alive. I love playing live. It's great.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter, but do you want me to fuck up Ian McCulloch for you?
No,
Okay. All right. Well, we've got an agent. You know where I am. If you need, if you do need someone in your corner, let me know. So
no, it's not worth it. I'd rather just keep it as it is. I don't really knock around with him. I don't see him much, so it's not a problem.
it's. I mean, I knew that you weren't. I knew the Bunnymen weren't the monkeys, right? I knew that you weren't living together and riding around on tricycles. But it's so weird, when you go from being a fan to someone who writes about music and talks about music to realise that so many acts that you love are, you know, you know,
Yeah,
distant. It's like,
dysfunctional.
yeah, yeah.